All right, so this fight being in the lightweight Grand Prix, you just had a fight in Japan. It was against against.
Oh, that's it. That's 4 years ago.
I know, I was going to go with that. Going against D'Souza, you had an incredible performance where you really dominated a really good fighter, a guy that is known for his ground game. He was never able to get it there. You have a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but as we know, you like to use those weapons. You have more knockouts, and you're tied for the knockout record here in Bellator. Are you looking to get that #1 spot with this fight?
That's why, because my another nickname is a King of KO. So yeah, I'm a black belt Jiu-Jitsu, but I love strike. But I can't do a Jiu-Jitsu with Satoshi. But I know his strike is not much good, so I'm use the easy way.
Shabliy, you're coming off of your great win over Tofik Mosaev, broken ribs against him with the nice push kick up the middle, good knees in the clinch. When I look at, though, that style of fight, and you look at the way the Patricky fights, how do you see the similarities in preparation for them?
Очень хорошее выступление против Тофика, ты хорошо его пробил, также работа в клинче коленами у тебя хорошая была. Как ты после такой удачного выступления, подходя к Патрике теперь, какой ты стиль думаешь будешь использовать?
Добрый день. Под каждого соперника, конечно, вырабатывается отдельный стиль, и каждый стиль это занавес, да, мы не раскрываем его перед боем. Под Тофика была своя стратегия, под Патрики тоже у нас своя стратегия, поэтому я думаю, что вы увидите все в клетке.
Hi everybody, thank you, I'm glad to be here. Yeah, as you said, with Tofik it was a great job, so we had a plan from the beginning and we pretty much implemented it. Same with Patricky, we have certain plan and style we worked on. For now it's all behind the curtain, so I don't want to reveal much, but we have things we planned for him and for this amazing matchup.
We can't have too many things behind the curtain. We got to bring them all out here so everyone's knowing this stuff. Look, you have come into Bellator, you've been fantastic. Your striking has always been your strong point. I remember you before you were even Bellator. We talked about that, but you have honed in your techniques and you've become so solid with them. You do have good wrestling. You do sometimes, you used to take the fight to the ground. Could we see you possibly opening up and taking this fight, or do you think this is mostly going to be stand-up because this man here likes to bang too?
Я твои бои давно смотрел еще до Беллатора, все знают, что у тебя ударка очень хорошая, это твой конек, но также мы знаем, что ты и в борьбе достаточно хорошо себя чувствуешь. Как ты думаешь, подходя к этому бою с Патриком, ты в основном в стойке вы планируете работать, или думаешь, мы немножко борьбы тоже можем увидеть?
What he said. Okay.
Я всегда готовлю борьбу на каждого своего соперника. Вот мой тренер по борьбе. Вот я с ним в American Top Team отрабатываю много планов развития. И, конечно, борьбе уделяем много внимания. И борьба в этом бою, я думаю, что она тоже будет. И будет на что посмотреть в борьбе.
No matter what my next opponent is, I always work on wrestling. Doesn't matter because it's part of the arsenal. It has to be there. You can see my wrestling coach right there from American Top Team, Marcus. We will always work on wrestling. So I think in this fight we might see some of that as well.
Pitbull, you fought Tofik Mosaev. You came up short on that end of the stick. He's fought Tofik Mosaev and he's beaten him. Like, what were you able to take away from that fight with him that you saw in his fight that you can try to exploit against Shabliy?
Doesn't matter. I will fight. That's it. This is my style, Pitbull. I don't care. I will to fight. That's it.
All right, we want to open this up for anyone in the media. Anybody out there have a question for either Pitbull or Mr. Alexander Shabliy here? If you'd like to get his Rolex, you can try to come up here and get it. I'd like to have it. I can't get it, but.
Rush. This one's for Shabliy. So this is your second fight against a former champion in Bellator already. Do you feel like this will be your toughest fight in the promotion so far?
У тебя уже хорошие выступления в Беллаторе. Чувствуешь ли ты, что этот бой с Патрики будет одним из самых пока важных боев, которые ты прошел за карьеру свою Беллатор?
Я побил уже первого чемпиона, да, формер чемпион Бренд Примус. 2 раунда мне хватило, чтобы с ним разобраться. Этот тоже прошлый чемпион. Я думаю, что мне тоже потребуется несколько раундов, чтобы нокаутировать его.
I already had one great run with the former champ, and it went just for 2 rounds, and I was able to stop him. And here, approaching Patricky, I'm hoping that we're gonna finish it before all 3 rounds are over.
So there was a little bit of controversy in your last win. It was a little bit of a weird stoppage. Does that give any fuel in your fire to kind of come out here and, get a big statement win?
В прошлый раз остановка была под вопросом, то есть немножко был конфуз, там непонятно. Как ты думаешь, в этот раз ты хочешь четко уже показать, чтобы сомнений никаких не было?
Я считаю, что сомнений никаких не было. Рефери не увидел этот момент, хотя я понимал, что я пробил, и удар был корректный. И все в зале видели, что удар был корректный. После того, когда рефери просмотрел повтор, ни у кого сомнений не осталось. Поэтому надо понимать, что где-то я проявил тоже свою мягкость, да, и не стал добивать Тофика, хотя мог бы это сделать. Я понял, что я пробил, и поэтому не стал этого делать.
I don't think there was any controversy really. It just maybe when people watched just the stoppage, because I felt right away that when I hit his rib cage that I broke something, and then again the referee, when there was rewatch replay, everybody realized that. And to be honest, like I could have finished Tofik, like I could have continued fighting him, but I just felt like that was the end, and they're probably gonna stop the fight. So I just didn't want to go and hurt him even more.
This one's for Patricky. So a former opponent of yours, Usman Nurmagomedov, tested positive for a banned substance and was pulled out of the tournament. What are your thoughts?
Good question.
What were your thoughts on that whole situation?
Did you not see his Twitter?
For me, this fight is gonna be for the title. Sorry. So I believe it don't steal with the belt. The rules is the rules. If he tests positive to the drugs, he need to vacate the belt. That's the rules, and go out of the tournament. Is opportunity for another fight. For me, is a bad thing for all fighters in this organization, because he's still in the tournament. He's still with the belt. That's my opinion. That's I think so about. He has a good media. He has like a close to 1 million followers on Instagram. I don't know the Twitter. That's think is still the same shit.
Alexander would like to add on that too.
Я считаю, что пока чемпион отстранен, я думаю, что все наши бои 5-раундовые проходят, и вес мы делаем чемпионский. В каждом бою у нас прописано, что мы делаем чемпионский бой. Я думаю, что пояс должен быть разыгран в нашем бою, потому что чемпиона на данный момент нет, и идет расследование. Поэтому было бы отлично, если бы этот бой был бы чемпионский, так как в конце, в итоге, все же должен быть настоящий чемпионский пояс разыгран в финале. Поэтому с той стороны Бренд проиграл бой, остается наша пара, и пояс должен остаться в Гран-при. Я считаю, что этот бой было бы логично, если бы он был бы чемпионский.
The way I see it, that also our fight is the championship for the title fight, and I think since we are making the championship weight without any allowance, and we go for 5 rounds, and since the championship and the belt was vacated, I pretty much think like since Brent was beat up and now it's between us two, I think it's just fair that they should probably put the title on the line here as well.
Se ele testou positivo e foi um remédio prescrito pelo médico, não tem para que anular a luta e colocar de novo. Se foi positivo, então não tem para que ter outra luta.
Não entendi, na verdade.
Se ele testou positivo
If he tested positive
e a luta foi cancelada,
and the fight was canceled,
isso quer dizer que ele foi pego no doping.
that means that he failed the drug test.
Se a luta vai acontecer novamente,
If the fight's gonna happen,
não faz sentido.
it doesn't make sense. It's like he never tested positive
Porque a outra luta foi cancelada porque ele testou positivo.
because the fight was canceled because he tested positive. So why would they rebook a fight? It was canceled. Wasn't canceled for an injury. It was canceled for failing a drug test. Why would they rebook it?
I think for some of you guys that are missing what he's alluding to is they were talking about rebooking the fight again between Brent Primus and Usman, of them potentially fighting again in the tournament, correct? After the suspension, I think is what?
Yes. We're not sure if that's. He's not sure. We're not sure if that's happening or not. But
And neither are we. We have no idea exactly what's going to happen. We've been told that Brent Primus is back in the tournament, but past that, there's back and forth. We really don't know, so we don't want to say anything. Go ahead.
The right is Premus go to the final.
What's up, Patricky? On a more serious note, you're dressed to the nines. You got the legendary Eric Flash Albertine by your side. You got your brother here with you. Do you feel like
Thank
you have
you.
the perfect team to walk into war with?
Yes, of course. I have the best wrestler from the world, 3 times consecutive world champion. So he's American. I'm training with Eric more than 10 years ago, more than 10 years. So I believe in my wrestling. I believe in my team. I have good strike. So these numbers everybody know. So I'm ready. I'm prepared for this time. I'm prepared for take the belt.
And your opponent, Alexander Shabliy, hasn't lost a fight in nearly 7 years. He enters this fight in an 8-fight win streak, including 4 consecutive victories under the Bellator banner. What are his opponents doing wrong? I know you don't care about the past, but what makes you the man to end this streak on Friday night?
Everybody know how power is my hand, so I can finish the fight the first round or the 5th round. Maybe I'm tired, but my hand still have power.
Cool. And then Alexander, one for you. The Pitbull name is one that's synonymous with the Bellator brand. This family's achieved greatness at every turn within the promotion. What would a victory over Patricky Pitbull do for your career and your legacy, and what would this win mean to you?
Семья Питбулей очень известна в Беллаторе, они уже создали себе хорошее такое имя. А что для тебя будет означать победа над таким титулованным соперником, как Патрики Питбулей? Ну, почему для тебя это важная победа?
Да, действительно, это очень известная семья. Не скрою, что и в России о них тоже знают. Свои бои, свой бой против Патрики, когда я выступал в России, я даже не представлял. Я следил за их боями, мне нравились их стили, как они ведут бои. Поэтому для меня это будет, наверное, большой победой в моем арсенале. Ну, не скажу, что это будет больше, чем победа над Адрианом Мартинсом или победа над, допустим, Брэндоном Примусом. Он тоже был чемпион. Я хочу сказать, что эти все ребята крепкие, и их семья для меня тоже несет, ну, так скажем, определенный сильный фактор. Да? Если я их выиграю, то это будет для меня хорошее подспорье.
Well, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Pitbull family is very known in Russia. A lot of Russian fighters respect them. I remember, like when I was just getting started, I was watching their fights. So yes, you guys did great job for Bellator, and you put your name out there. For me, obviously, that victory gonna mean a lot because he is very titled and. But again, I already fought many other guys. You know, I fought with. Brand. So that was done, and again, so it's not that he's necessarily in my head any different from any other opponent. But yes, victory over him is going to be tremendous.
He talked about another Brazilian, Adriano Martins.
Oh, and also Andrew Martinez, yes. So those victories were very important for me. And then again, if I win Patricky, he's going to go into the line of those great opponents that I beat in my career.
Nice.
All right, start of the night off, Patricky Pitbull versus Alexander Shabliy.